Traumas are distortion fields within your psychosomatic body that will be ongoingly re-triggered at particular times with specific people under specific conditions, and that instantly regress you to an earlier, more primitive version of yourself. It's as if when triggered, you were to suddenly say, hold up, wait a minute. Let me take a moment to remove my fancy size 13 neurological black satin loafers and squeeze into these size 2 toddler Ugg boots with the chewing gum stuck to the bottom. Then we can continue our argument, where I'll misinterpret half of everything you say, take offense to points that are completely reasonable, have zero ability to appreciate nuance, and generally see you in an adversarial, reductionistic, oversimplistic, black and white zero sum game that makes no sense for an otherwise high functioning adult like myself, were it not for the fact that I'd just been triggered and unconsciously fused with one of my traumatized inner children's primitive defense mechanisms. No. Healing trauma is not just about reducing the scenarios in your life where you devolve into a fuming embarrassment or dissociative dead-eyed daywalker. We've all been there. It's also about up-leveling the very skills and capacities that were compromised as a result of the trauma in the first place. This is the big payoff of healing trauma, and why I no longer even like using terms like healing exiled parts or inner children. Because to a lot of people, that just sounds like you're inviting them to sew a patch onto their old blankie, which doesn't sound very impactful at all. On the other hand, when we emphasize that the purpose of real healing is to defibrillate a compromised ability within us, such as standing our ground, holding others accountable, speaking truth, asking for what we need, saying no, bearing the heat of conflict with a grounded, steady energy, it becomes radically more enticing. Not only because you become less of a moron in key moments of your life, you become more of a pro, all of which feels incredible. So begin by tracking your traumas and their triggers. You should know them all by now, just as well as you know all those Seinfeld quotes, because we cannot outrun our traumas. And no amount of burying them with drinking, drugging, doom scrolling, or binge eating will make them disappear. Traumas are non-local and non-temporal, which sounds like New Age BS until you realize that within seconds of being triggered, you will psychologically and emotionally regress right back to that moment that may have taken place many years ago and many miles away. That's right. Traumas exist outside of linear space-time. It's crazy. But here's the good news. Not only can we not escape our traumas, but they're trying to find us too. They're like energetic time capsules, desperately looking for any reason to get you to turn around, open them up, and heal. And the only way they really know how to do this is to repeat themselves, to have attractor sites that draw you into reiterating the same old wounds over and over again until you can see them coming a mile off and seize the moment when they do. Because the trigger is also the greatest window of opportunity to heal. Because when you're triggered, all those traumatized neural nets suddenly fire and are most available to being rewired. So track your triggers. When are they happening? With who? Under what conditions? At what time during the week or calendar year? And what's your classic knee-jerk headless chicken reaction to them? What's the rationalization you tell yourself that the knee-jerk reaction is the only way to go? Extra points if you can recall the original wound and the erroneous limiting belief that was created in that moment that perpetuates the whole headless chicken fiasco. Finally, what's your grounded, redemptive response? What is the thing that you couldn't do back then when the trauma first took place that you need to do now? What is your compromised ability? Standing up for yourself, saying no, taking space, asking for help, calmly staying the course. Once you've identified this, make a pact with yourself and your partner if you have one, that the next time you're triggered, you're going to seize that opportunity and do just that. Get what you really needed, and not simply become that dribbling Neanderthal all over again. Do that 100 times, and you'll have rewired those neurons and up-leveled a skill that will dramatically improve your life. Good luck.